25% of people reach for their cell phone within the first minute of waking up. Are you one of them? Over 50% check messages within 10 minutes. But when you wake up in the morning and check your phone first thing, it's like inviting 100 people into the bedroom of your mind. Now your mind is overwhelmed with everything you should have done, that you have to do, everything you need to do, competing from ads to emails to notifications, and all of a sudden, you're starting the day overwhelmed. It's the four ends of distractions: news, notifications, negativity, and noise. Now, if you got a good night's sleep, you're starting the day at 0. When you start the day with news, negativity, notifications, and noise, you're now at a -4 and dragging yourself up for the rest of the day. After this video, you'll know the 4 habits to have the perfect morning routine. The first morning habit is thankfulness. I think for so many of us, we've heard about gratitude so many times in our life, but often it feels like kind of soft and kind of fluffy as a quality. And I think we look at gratitude as something we've overheard. It's been oversaid. What's amazing though, is that if you're present in gratitude, you can't be anywhere else. Studies show that if you're having a thankful thought, you can't have a worry-filled thought at the same time. If you're having a grateful thought, you can't have an anxious thought at the same time. Gratitude and anxiety can't rent space in your mind at the same time. But for gratitude to work in that way, it requires a specific approach. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jay, my alarm's on my phone. I meditate with you before I go to bed on my phone. Like, how do I live without it? And actually, what I'd say, it's what we do on our phone that makes the difference. What if you grabbed your phone and sent a message to your friend expressing gratitude? To a family member expressing gratitude? It doesn't have to be a thesis or an essay. It can truly just be 2 paragraphs. And your first thought of the day becomes expressed gratitude. Now, for gratitude to work how I was explaining, or thankfulness to work how I was explaining, it requires it not only to be expressed, but to be specific and personal. A lot of us may have gratitude journals, which are beautiful, but often that gratitude's never actually shared, and it may not be specific or personal. It could be, I'm grateful for the sky, I'm grateful for waking up today. Again, all beautiful, valuable things. But for gratitude to have its impact, it needs to be expressed, specific, and personal. Let me give you an example. Let's say you threw a party this weekend and you invited all your close friends over, and think of 2 people in your life that came over. I'm gonna think of 2 of my friends, Nick and Joe. Now, when Nick and Joe came over, I got messages from both of them the next day. Nick said, "Thanks, Jay, had a great time." I appreciate that. But Joe sent a message in classic Joe style. "Jay, I had the best time. It was wonderful to spend time with your family. The games were awesome. The food was amazing. I really needed that this week. Thank you so much." Now, which one makes me happier? It's easy. Obviously, Joe's message boosts my happiness. But what the science says is even more fascinating. Not only am I happier receiving Joe's message, Joe's actually happier sending me that message than what Nick did. So what I want you to do for the next 7 days, every morning, you're gonna reach for your phone. I can't stop you from doing that. But the first thing I want you to do before you open up your email or social media is to text a friend or a family member. For the next 7 days, do that. Share how thankful you are, how much you value them, and watch how your life changes. The second habit is inspiration. What fascinates me about humans is that when we're out of something in our refrigerator, we just go and buy it. If you're out of milk, you'll buy milk. If you're out of bread, you'll buy some bread. But if you're out of inspiration, you don't recognize that you can go and find it and that you can go and build it. We often sometimes say, I'm demotivated, I'm stuck, I don't know where I'm going. And all that means is we're out of something. It's like a car being out of gas. We just have to go fill it up again. And I think it's so important that we fill ourselves up with inspiration at the beginning of the day. At one point in my life, I listened to Steve Jobs' Stanford commencement speech every day for 9 months in a row. Now, not only did I know all the words off by heart by the end of it, the words really impacted my heart. I felt like they started to rewire my mind and my brain and my mindset and started to focus me differently. What's that piece of inspiration in the morning? Is it a podcast? Is it a meditation? Is it your favorite book? Is it a paragraph that you read every single day? I think we often think we have to find something new every day. We have to find something different. What is that thing that you go to every day, a quote, a thought, an idea that boosts you and give you that energy in the morning? The third habit for your morning routine is meditation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jay, I tried to meditate, I fell asleep. Jay, I struggle with meditation, I don't know how to do it. Jay, what does it even mean? I'm totally new to it. And I want to simplify it for all of you. There are loads of great techniques out there. You'll find a ton in Think Like a Monk. I have a daily J meditation on Calm every single day for 7 minutes. But for those of you who are just trying to figure this out, what I want you to do is in your schedule, put 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. Carve it out. Meditation, as many Buddhist teachers have said, is a meeting with yourself. Every day we check in with our friends, our family members, your kids, your partner, but you never check in with yourself. Meditation is a check-in with yourself. Once in the morning for 5 minutes and once in the evening for 5 minutes. In the morning, ask yourself, what's the one thing I need to do for myself today? And at the end of your day, ask yourself, how did that feel? How did it feel that I did that one thing that was important to me today? Starting with that 5 minutes in the beginning and end of the day allows you to start being personal and in solitude with your own thoughts, which is such an important practice. And the final step is exercise. We all know how important this is, and I find that for so many of us, this is something that we've heard a million times, but I've found that for exercise to truly take effect, it needs to be two things. It needs to be competitive and it needs to be collaborative. Humans do better when things are gamified, and they do better when things are community-based. Whether it's a group workout, whether it's a friend that you play a sport with every single day with, making things competitive and collaborative make a huge difference. I know so many families that are constantly competing over who gets to 10,000 steps first and who beats that record. But the idea being of like, how can you make what you're doing competitive and collaborative? If you're struggling with any area of your life and it recurringly is something that just feels like you're working against yourself and it feels like it's harder and harder every time, it's because we lack one or two or all three of this next system I'm going to share with you. First is coaching. If you want to get better at something, you need someone who's a few steps ahead of you. You need someone who understands how to help you motivate yourself. Coaching makes a huge difference. The second is you need a commitment. You need a committed, consistent schedule that's going to help you build that momentum. And third, you need community. You need other people that are growing with you, that have the same struggles or similar struggles and want to get better every single day. My intention for you is that you'll trade your negativity for thankfulness. You'll trade your news for inspiration. You'll trade your notifications for meditation, and you'll trade that noise for exercise. And when you do that, you'll be able to spend your morning time in a much more impactful, healthy, and effective way.